At kind of a base level, we make plastic parts, injection molds, and assemblies. But I like to think we manufacture solutions. The history of the company, it's kind of neat. It's a family-owned business is how it started. And my dad started it back in 1984.
When I started it, I wanted to make something. That was the thing that really was important to my soul. Okay, so I wanted to make a product. I got started in plastics in '72 with an injection molder. I was there for 9 years, so I had the mechanical engineering background from the University of Michigan. I had a production experience. I moved around and went to a prototyper for about 3 years, and then I got a call, and they wanted to know if I'd like to start a company. We grew the company from there, and then we got a second building, and Jeff came, and things were really exciting at that point in time. But then something happened. The year 2000 rolled around. The industry was changing, but everything was going good, you know. We saw that. And then the economy went berserk at that point in time. Things started to go all over the place, you know. Where did my Hewlett-Packards go? Where did my Xerox go? Where did computer companies? Where were they? Because they were our customers.
We'd always been a market leader on the prototype side, and we had kind of a proprietary concept of how we were able to build molds, and we had some mold inserts that we could do very quickly. And the company grew like crazy as a result of that. However, the market was beginning to change, and customer requirements were becoming a little bit more in-depth than what they had been before. So what was acceptable over that period of time for prototype parts really started to hit a new level. So we didn't have quite the competitive advantage that we once had, and then when you hit that with the slow market, everything turned to being a cost-driven. And so what we had to do is kind of look at the business and say, okay, where can we see this going? How can we restructure? And those were kind of the beginnings of looking at, yes, we're in Detroit, and yes, Detroit is known for automotive, but what's not known is that this area also has a lot of other opportunities for other markets, one of those being the medical market.
It was during a time where we said we need to be the kind of company that's moving and innovating, continuous improvement. The MMTC was a natural choice for us. We had heard about them. They've had a really good reputation in our area.
We identified a tremendous amount of opportunities in many different areas, both from a business perspective, a financial perspective, meaning pricing, gross margin, costing, and also from a growth perspective and market diversification perspective.
More than anything, it's really helped my thinking. You know, as much as, I'm not going to say, oh yes, they came in and they said, hey, here's your business and this is how you must do it to be successful. It was more about sparking the ideas, and so you get the concepts down, and then you gather a good team with a lot of core concepts, and suddenly you come up with some good ideas and some ideas that aren't so good. And you work through those ideas and you say what makes sense and what doesn't. They're always there with new ideas, new opportunities, and new input.
At the end of the day, I think it's a big world with lots of opportunity, with lots of innovation. Advanced manufacturing to me is what we have to be doing as American manufacturers. You have to be taking the technologies and using them to their full advantage. Now we're still learning, we're still growing, again, haven't arrived, right? But that is definitely the direction we're headed and where we're making our investments. Advanced manufacturing begins to give us some advantage if we integrate it right. It's all about speed, is the confidence that says, you know what, we care about your program, we're bringing the best to the table, we're going to reduce your lead time, and we're going to minimize hassles. Because lead time and hassles cost money. No one has any time to mess around these days. But I think at the core of any successful business is they're out there, they're serving people in a valuable way, they're innovative. Innovation is the #1 wealth creator for any business. You have to go out there and be innovative. You have to try new things. And then having the determination, because you will run into roadblocks.
There is always a push to do things faster and better. And because of that, there's a technology out there not only to manufacture better and faster, but then the stuff that we're manufacturing is helping people do things that are better and faster as well. So it's very cool. It's exciting times here. It's fun to think about the clients that we have and the impact that they're having not only on our business, and that's cool. We certainly love our business to grow and to get better, but the fact that we're working on products, we're helping people bring to market just products that are really going to impact the world.
Every business needs to be solving a problem, right? Some of these problems are very, very interesting, and you're working on products that are going to change the world. I would say if you really believe it's this old Ford assembly line, you haven't been staying in touch with manufacturing these days. It's much more dynamic, much more, I think, technically demanding, and I think it's also got a lot of rewards for a lot of people in it. Manufacturing has a home for almost everyone. If you're good with people and you can sell, there's a home for you in manufacturing. If you are technically really, really bright, or you like to work with your hands, there's a home in manufacturing for you. You can find a job in manufacturing. Maybe you're saying, I'm great with computers, right? Guess what? There's a home for you. I mean, the way manufacturing is set up, it welcomes so many people from a community or from our United States. It can put so many people to work that it's, to me, the place we want to invest in, the place we want to be strong in as a community and as a country.